Welcome, Cancer, to your Astrodice reading for June. I hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on within your Astrodice. As you know, I've already got the beginning of the month up due to shifting new energies coming in from that Mercury retrograde. So if you haven't watched that, it's already up for you. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with your Astrodice. This is going to be interesting because we're going to see how this is going to, if it's going to talk about what happened in the beginning of the month. Okay, let's see. Okay. Talk about that ninth house of spirituality with some Gemini energy going straight into the moon. Wow. Going straight into the ninth house, though. The ninth house is that spirituality. Of religion, morals, higher education, long distance travel, talking about, taking that spiritual path, getting back onto kind of that destined road for yourself through spirituality. Very nice. So let's see what's going on over here. I'm going straight into what is it? It is the moon, where your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses are. And doing it Gemini style over here. The energy is communication, mischievous, lively, witty, informative, stimulating exchange is possible. And then, of course, having this beautiful Mercury retrograde that's almost over, that's probably playing a big role within that spiritual side as well. I'm talking about those karmic retrogrades. So, a lot of decisions. A lot of inner thinking, especially with the moon over here, because we can think of, there's going to be a lot of, reflection, things of this nature that are going to actually go along with this, this ninth house. So how nice is that? Really reflecting upon things, getting deep within areas. This is broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or a long journey as well. So, as we said before. So, very nice. So let's get some cards over here for the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Straight into the situation. Okay, let's see what's going on in the beginning of the month. That first card coming out is planning and action. Well, very nice. Using that extra courage coming out. Where you don't feel like you have true love. Just planning the action, taking a lot of courage on this idea of true love, not feeling like you have the true love. Maybe you feel like the person who was with you were telling you that they were your true love, or maybe they're not showing you what true love is. So something definitely going on over here where you're feeling like you're not being honored within your feelings. So spiritually, you're feeling like this is not my true love. I have a bumpy road over here. So with the planning the action, let's just get into that really fast. Observing the situation, really learning what's going on, really planning, looking at it from a different perspective, really taking on some different kinds of communication with responsibility with the Page of Swords. So, if you're dealing with any kind of drama issues or anything, you're really kind of looking at that and looking to see what's really going on this month, the beginning of the month with this area of your life, and really communicating it. And it's because your spiritual side is saying, this is probably what's going on within me. Maybe this is not good for me. So you could be, wanting more responsibilities as your journey begins within this, especially with this new retrograde coming up within Saturn, which is, that Capricorn, that house of family and friendships and relationships. So, you know, your deep roots. So yeah, it causes a lot of thinking going on, talking about the courage to let it go, to have a transformation within the situation. So yeah, definitely with the death card over here, we can see underneath the Gemini is like through the communication of what I'm doing, I'm finding the courage. I'm finding my courage deep within to let this go, finding my divine essence within the situation of what's good for me and what's not good for me. Like I said, under the moon, there's going to be this patience and planning because you're really getting deep within your, you know, your own emotional responses and really thinking about the situation at hand. So going over here to the ninth house, it's like, yeah, because I realize that there's a separation. I have to separate myself for this journey, putting myself, you know, where I need to be. So if you have any kind of drama or issues within your lifestyle or your true love, you're going to know exactly what you're going to do, right? And it's going to cause some healing as well as you're separating and really moving, right, and progressing to where you feel comfortable. So this will be the key to this retrograde is really finding your boundaries in a lot of ways, right? And recognizing the patterns of what it is you want and where it is you want to go and what you deserve. There's a lot of deserving coming through this as well with the divine essence. This is my divine essence, my divine right to be happy. I don't need destructive patterns limiting my belief system, right, of what is real and what is not. The belief system is going to be coming underneath the ninth house. So let's see what's going on over here in the mid-month. So that's kind of setting the tone for the beginning of the month. That reflection, the idea of knowing what I really, truly want in my life and what I deserve. Okay. So in the mid-month, you have the conscious lack of understanding with the four angels. Wow, the angels of the four directions. And that's coming right into that ninth house, isn't it now? And understanding your higher self. Yeah, there is that ninth house again, because these are spirit cards. They're saying this is what my spirit wants. So having the conscious of lack is saying that I'm consciously aware that something is lacking within my life, and I'm more aware of it now than I was before. So you're kind of equipping yourself in the mid-month to kind of set yourself free from things that no longer serve you. And it's really encouraging you this kind of line of thought within your higher self. So you're definitely got this piece to you to you're probably within the first part of the month to the second part of the month. You're probably going to be kind of shelled down, right? Going to kind of be in the little crab shell a little bit, right? Because you're going to say, I need to, you know, figure this out. So that Cancer area of yourself within the moon is definitely going to come in to kind of quiet things down for you. You might have a lot of meditation and just taking some quiet times. And this is going to lead you to a healthier lifestyle for the things you really, truly want. So under the conscious lack is talking about the powerful two within yourself, right? Because this is where you need that. You need this, you know, physical, mental, and psychic well-being of yourself. We know that because of the higher self over here. It's saying, this is where I need to be. So when you're in the middle of doing this, guys, be sure to be gentle with yourself and allow the answers to come through time. Okay, as you're contemplating over here with the moon again. Because the moon on the Gemini is saying, I'm, you know, as I'm in this quiet place, you know, I know that I'm divinely guided. I understand that I'm guided. I can truly see. I'm using my intuition. So there's a lot of intuition that's actually coming out during the mid-month to say, yes, this is where I definitely want to be. You might even come to the conclusion that you are dealing with someone who wants to be the German Shepherd, but you know they're definitely the wolf. What are they doing? You know, if you see that someone is having bad habits, you know, then you are probably going to, you know, really be contemplating on that as well. With the Four of Cups in reverse on the higher self, it's kind of like getting back to where I know I should be, right? Because you're approaching the, you know, you're approaching the new problems as kind of the old problems, right? So it almost feels like maybe someone's trying to go backwards over here. But it's also saying that you have these new possibilities, right? So this way, you know you have new possibilities. You know you don't have to be stuck to where you don't want to be stuck. You know there's healthier lifestyles for you. You know this isn't it. So there is a shift going on, and it's a huge shift. This shift is saying, I'm consciously aware, right, of where I didn't feel I was consciously aware of different things. So it's like you're coming back to your saying, and you're saying, wow, I didn't see it this way, but now my perception is changing. And the shift within my perception is noticing what is good for me. This is going to also allow you, my friends, to set new goals this month during the mid month, because you're taking new approaches to new things that you want within your life. So this is going to be very revitalizing for you, and especially on your spiritual journey. So at the end of the month, your optimism is going to be so much better, because you're going to kind of break the veil over here of what was negative, and you're really going to kind of see this new sunshine on the new horizon, because you're going to be setting these new goals and working towards them for your own personal projects, your own personal lifestyle. You are naturally going to start, kind of nurturing yourself for what you truly want and prioritizing things around you, having a lot more joyous fun. Why? Because you have this kind of new understanding and this new feeling. This is that new shift, right? And your family, wow, your family is going to notice this. You're going to be having maybe joyous fun, with the children, really wanting to get in there and really focus on what really lights up your world. And that's a good thing, a whole wonderful thing. Not just good, but glorious thing. Because you're not going to feel the pressures of whatever this other thing was that was holding you down. Because you're going to say goodbye. You're going to kind of prep yourself up in this area. You're noticing things in the first beginning of the month, prepping yourself up for the second part of the month to really live life in the third part of the month. So as you start getting into that summer solstice, you're going to have this higher optimism, right? You're going to feel really happy and really want to get out there and look at that. Your family life is wonderful. If we had another card over here, it would be probably the fourth house, because now it's really talking about that fourth house. That the ninth house is really moving towards your fourth house, right? This is your family, your friends, where you're feeling very confident and nurtured also by them as you're working towards these things. Wow, guys. Ready to commit. And you feel like you're ready to commit. Committing to the happier things that within the homestead, the things that make you passionate. Saying goodbye to things that do not make you, happy. Excuse me. The high priestess over here is saying, because you're in the knowing. You have the understanding that life can be so much better. That's your psychic well-being again within your higher self. No more confusion, stepping onto the next, stepping into things that make you, feel like you're having more fun. And on the family, you have the 10 of coins. Taking that extra family time for the extra achievements. Taking in more desired time. Doing things that you want to do. Probably spending a lot of time with your family. Wow. And you have the faith card. Yeah. And there's that faith underneath the ninth house. So the ninth house is saying you're going to have, your faith is going to be so much more revitalized when it's coming into this area, because this is where your support system is, your true support system. And it's really going to be one of those things that, you're giving your power where you want to give your power, instead of allowing someone to take your power away, or giving your power away for something that you don't want. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's exactly what it is, my friends. It's someone takes away our power, and then we end up giving it to the person who's taking our power away. So then it's just very draining. And now you're going to feel very happy, very optimistic, and very joyous about the situation, because you're in the knowing that the power I'm going to give is to myself, and then where I'm going to push it is to who I want to give it to, because then I know that I'm going to get it back. I don't have to worry about, you know, all these other things going on within my life, these dramas and these issues, right? So you're really coming out of a bumpy terrain over here, my friends, and really going to honor your feelings in your higher spirituality and really feeling like who you really truly are between you and your higher self. And you're really going to feel like yourself. Feeling like yourself again, the true person that you are. Giving yourself new responsibilities, really healing on the situation, and not having any backspins. It doesn't show any backspins over here. It says no, because I'm moving in the path that I want to move in. I'm not going to allow anyone to take this away. I'm separating myself from this area. So as Saturn is really coming in, it's really showing a responsibility to yourself. And that's really where your energy is going. Really, guys, kind of for at least the beginning of this retrograde, this is the karmic that it's really bringing back to you. Is the where the journey wants to heal the issues and bring you back to yourself. Okay? What a beautiful reading, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.